Welcome third graders to Motivation Station. This math episode will teach you how to use bar graphs and solve problems using bar graphs. But before we begin, let's start with our joke of the day. Why did the girl wear glasses to her math class? Because they helped her with her division. Last time we were together, we talked about picture graphs, and we made a picture graph and answered questions. And then I asked you to practice by doing your own picture graph. How did that go? My family, when I called them, they liked chicken wings the best. I hope you enjoyed calling your friends and family and getting to know them a little bit more. Today we're going to work with bar graphs. We're going to use the same data we use with picture graphs, and I'm just going to transfer the data from the picture graph to the bar graph. I've set the bar graph up already. I have my title. I have my categories down at the bottom. The same categories: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, rocky road, and cookie dough. And then I have my scale, my vertical scale, going up the side. So you'll notice that the line here is 0, and I don't count by ones, but I again count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So for chocolate, it received 10 votes. I'm going to draw a line at the 10, and then just draw a bar coming down. And you could color your bar in, but I won't color it all in. So that tells me that chocolate category received 10 votes. Then vanilla received 6 votes. So I'm going to go to the vanilla column, draw a line at the 6, come down, complete the bar. And so now I have vanilla at 6. Strawberry received 2 votes, so I'm just going to come to the 2 and then go across where the strawberry column is, make a line, and then a bar. And that has strawberry at 2. Rocky Road, that one got 7 votes. So there's no 7 on my scale. But I know that 7 is between 6 and 8, because if I were to count, I would say 6, 7, 8. So halfway between 6 and 8, I'm going to come across and make a line and draw my bar in above Rocky Road, and that represents 7. And then cookie dough, if I remember, that was the most. Cookie dough had 12. So I'm going to come over to the 12, draw a line above cookie dough. And that's got a big bar all the way across. And we're going to do the same thing I taught you to do with the other graphs and the tally charts. We're going to write the totals at the top, so we only do the math once. This is 10, vanilla is at 6, strawberry is at 2, Rocky Road is at 7, and cookie dough is at 12. So now that I've done my bar graph, I'm going to look at it and draw some conclusions. Well, I see that cookie dough and chocolate together, if I were to put those two together, they have 22 votes. That's over half the voters like those two. And then if I looked at it again, I could say, wow, if I look at chocolate and strawberry, 8 more people liked chocolate than liked strawberry. So you can draw lots of conclusions from your bar graph. Let's take a look at this question, and we'll refer to the bar graph for data. How many more like chocolate and Rocky Road than like vanilla and strawberry? We did this question before, but let's take a look at it a different way. If I group the first two, so chocolate and Rocky Road will be in our first grouping. That's our step 1. If I put those together, chocolate was 10 plus Rocky Road was 7, and 10, I know that 10 plus 7 is 17. Then if I look at step 2, That will be adding vanilla and strawberry together. Those are my next grouping. Well, vanilla was 6 plus strawberry is 2. And I know that 6 plus 2 is 8. So another way to look at this, the last step, when you see how many more, you know that means you have to find the difference in something or subtraction. You can also think of it as like two teams competing against one another. So if team 1 has 17 and team 2 has 8, we can already see that team 1 is going to win. And now we know that they're winning by 9 votes. So the first group of Chocolate and Rocky Road had 9 more votes than the second group of Vanilla and Strawberry. All right, the second question, let's read it together. How many fewer like Chocolate and Strawberry than like Cookie Dough and Rocky Road? Well, I noticed something different right off the bat. How many fewer is different than how many more. But if you remember from second grade, we still know that means you're finding the difference and you'll use subtraction to find your final answer. But we still need to go through the steps. We're going to group the first grouping together. Chocolate and strawberry is one group. So chocolate, if I remember, it had 10 votes, plus strawberry has 2 votes, and 10 plus 2 is 12. Then our second group is Cookie Dough and Rocky Road. Well, Cookie Dough had 12 votes, and Rocky Road had 7 votes. 12 plus 7 is 19. We're still going to use the same principles when we find the difference. We're going to find the difference between the two groupings, 19 and 12. So 19 minus 12 equals 7. So our first group has less. Chocolate and strawberry have 7 fewer than Cookie and Rocky Road. Don't forget, you can practice making your own bar graph using the same data that you gathered on your family and friends' favorite food. You can turn your picture graph or your tally graph into a bar graph and then try writing some 1 or 2 step word problems from that graph. So let's review what we learned today. We learned how to make a bar graph, how to draw conclusions from the bar graph, and how to write and solve 2-step word problems from your bar graph. Thank you for joining Motivation Station. I hope you had a great time, because I sure did.